Hello and welcome to another edition of Monticello Minute Unscripted. I'm your host, Keith Wallace, and as always, we're filming here at the Advance Printing Company in beautiful downtown Monticello. Our broadcast is brought to you by our sponsors, Monticello Chevrolet GMC and Arkansas Superior Federal Credit Union. We're very blessed today to have a friend of the show back visiting with us, Miss Lori Ward.
Hi.
Hello, Lori.
Thank you
for coming back by. We're going to talk a little bit about something today that I'm excited about. Monticello is a town that is well loved and well appreciated, but one thing that makes it so loved and appreciated is we have a lot of things that are unique to our town. And having a coffee company that is based and invented and exists right here in Monticello is one of those things. So we're going to talk a little bit about Monticello coffee today.
Awesome.
Can you just kind of, for our viewers out there who may not be familiar with the Monticello Coffee Company story, can you give us a little origin about how it came to be?
It's kind of a funny story. So my stepdad is from Monticello, James Taylor, and my mom met him in Vegas, which is where we're from. And so around 2015, 2016, he told her that he wanted to move back to his hometown. So they moved. Well, my husband and myself were also looking for, just to slow down a little bit. We were both born and raised in the city, and we didn't want to do that anymore. So we were like, we love Monticello. We visited. It's a beautiful town. We love everybody here. So we moved as well in 2017. And the one thing that we would do a lot in Vegas was visit all the different coffee shops. Vegas is huge, so there's hundreds of coffee shops. And when we got to Monticello, we were like, there's no coffee. Like, what are we going to do? And so my mom joked for a while that she wanted to open a coffee shop. And finally, we were just like, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And so it became, the dream became a reality.
That was in 2017?
We opened our doors in, I want to say 2018,
Okay.
March.
Well, I can remember the buzz when it all was coming about and the excitement, because there's a lot of people who love a good cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And, in a small town, like you say, when you're in a big city, coffee shops are just a thing. They're the norm. There's a coffee shop everywhere. But in small towns, you don't really see that. You see a lot of diners sometimes. But an actual coffee shop, somewhere that just has the atmosphere that you can go and sit and read a book or work on your laptop or visit with friends over a cup of coffee. Yeah. That's not something that is thought of in small towns. And y'all brought that here to Monticello and made it a reality. And I also think it's cool the way you said y'all came to Monticello and fell in love with it. We hear that so often with a lot of our guests. It's a town that just makes you feel at home.
It does.
And for 7 years now, y'all been operating Monticello Coffee.
Yep.
And I tell you, I know there's several things y'all offer besides coffee. Can you tell us about a few more of the items that if somebody's not a coffee drinker, but they want to walk in Monticello Coffee Company, what could they expect?
We actually get a lot of non-coffee drinkers that walk through the door, and my first question is like, well, what do you like? So we offer organic teas. We do those hot or iced. Right now what's really popular is a medicine ball, which is tea, honey, and lemonade. So when you're feeling kind of under the weather, that kind of helps soothe everything.
It's that type of weather right now.
Yeah, we do lots of breakfast items, flatbreads, biscuit sandwiches. We do a bagel breakfast sandwich, which the ladies from Loafers actually make for us weekly. Yep, we do cakes, pies, tea, lemonade.
And y'all offer your menu starting in the morning and goes until early mid-afternoon?
So, yeah, we serve, drinks are all day, every day. Breakfast we serve until 11, and we start lunch at 10. So breakfast and lunch kind of overlap for an hour, and then we serve lunch the rest of the day.
And of course, aside from the atmosphere, which I've been in there several times, and the atmosphere is always great. It's just a upbeat place where you can go and relax. There's energy in the room, but it's not overwhelming. You can sit and, if you want to read a book, if you're trying to do some studying, if you're on your laptop doing some work, there's a place for all of that. There's comfortable seating, about any kind of seating you could want. If you want to sit at a bar, there's a little bar that you can sit at. If you want to sit in a plush chair, there's plush chairs.
Yeah.
There's just anywhere you want to go to relax and just feel comfortable. That's the place. And of course, coffee shops have baristas. Is that correct? So you've got
Yes.
friendly baristas who are making your drink for you, who are preparing your food, and they're friendly and they're nice, and it's just an overall great experience from what I've seen.
It is. It is. It's a great space. We get college kids studying. We have big groups come in and hold their meetings, church groups, ladies groups, like you name it, we've seen it all.
Well, what type of coffees do you offer? I'm not a coffee connoisseur by any means, but I know there's several different kinds. Like you say, iced or hot, or there's lattes. I mean, tell me a little bit about the coffee.
So coffee, we have to start from the beginning. So I actually brought a sample here. Coffee starts green.
Green beans.
Green beans. They farm it, and it actually starts in a cherry. And so smell that. It smells earthy.
Oh, it smells coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
So somebody came up with a way to roast it. So we actually roast here locally in Monticello as well.
Roast your beans here.
Yes,
Okay.
we have a roaster in the cafe. It's a zero emissions roaster, which is really rare. A lot of the roasters kind of emit the CO2 into the atmosphere, and we didn't want to do that. So we were looking for a way to,
So these are the same beans,
Yeah.
just one is raw and one is roasted.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
when
I
you
can tell the
roast,
difference, yeah.
when you roast a coffee bean, that's what produces the flavor that you taste in your cup.
Well, I'm going to tell you, whether you like the taste of coffee or not,
It smells good.
everyone has to like the smell of coffee.
Right.
It just gets you up in the morning.
We tried to figure out a way to bottle it up so people
Yeah,
could
exactly, like a new car smell.
Right.
And of course, after that, there's several different ways you can serve it. You know, I'm
Yeah.
sure some people like their coffee black. Some people like it with cream and sugar. Some people like to go to a little bit more fancy with a mocha or a latte or something
Yeah,
like that.
cortados, cappuccinos, that's when you get really fancy.
Gotcha. Y'all offer all that stuff.
All of it, all of it.
Well, that in itself, just what we've talked about, to me is enough of a draw and enough to celebrate. But something that one reason you're on this show is because we're always looking for guests and organizations that are helping the community and involved in the community and making Monticello better. And Monticello Coffee Company has went above and beyond to do that. You've integrated yourself in to the community in several different aspects. Besides the fact that you've had people just come and perform live music and entertainment aspects that people could come and enjoy for free, you also have hosted several events. I know we've had Ryan Capico in here, and he talked about Food Truck Friday, and that's become a big thing for our community. And Monticello Coffee Company has been a host for Food Truck Friday a number of times, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we love Food Truck Friday.
And I've got other friends who are big car enthusiasts, and Monticello Coffee Company has been a location for some Saturday morning car shows. People from all over the state have brought their cars and parked them, and y'all have hosted that as well, correct?
Yeah, we just had Cars and Coffee this last Saturday. So they do that every first Saturday of the month. You can come down and kind of just take a look. There's classic cars, hot rods, everything.
Food Truck Friday and Cars and Coffee. Just two great events happening right there at Monticello Coffee Company. Of course, y'all have merchandise for sale if you want to come in there and get your own Monticello Coffee Company mug or cup. And you've also do something else that I think is very special. It's called the Be the Good blend. We've got a sample of it right here. Can you tell our viewers what Be the Good blend means?
Yeah. So we were looking for a way to give back to our community in a different way. Like hosting events is great, but we wanted to give back. And so Ryan Capico, he loves ideas. He's the idea guy. He came to us and he's like, what if we did a coffee and the proceeds would go to someone in need? And so we all got together, we put our thinking caps on, and this is where the Be the Good blend came in. It's a curated blend that all of the proceeds will go to a community group.
Somebody going through hard times.
Somebody
like a
going through
medical
hard
problem.
times, nonprofits, anything there is a need, we will give the proceeds to.
And all of Southeast Arkansas, basically.
All of Southeast
And
Arkansas.
y'all change it up every 3 months.
Yeah,
towards-
every quarter we sell it for 3 months, and then we will cut a check for somebody. So I know in the past we've done options. Andy Boykin, who's
Yeah.
going through cancer, Mason, he was also one of ours, and we've done Advantages of Southeast Arkansas. So
Perfect.
we've been doing it for a while.
And if somebody was to come in and purchase a Be the Good blend, tell me, now this is ground coffee beans in here?
No, that's whole beans.
These are whole beans.
Yeah,
Okay.
we sell whole beans, and when you come in, if you need it ground for your coffee machine or your Keurig or whatever you brew your coffee in at home, we'll grind it to that specification for you.
So obviously we're talking about the Be the Good blend, but this could go for any type of coffee that y'all offer. With the holidays coming up, if somebody wanted to buy a gift, that have a coffee drinker in their lives, or somebody that likes coffee, they could come in and purchase a Be the blend or any type of coffee that y'all sell in this type of form and give it as a stocking stuffer or something under the tree, correct?
Yep, we even have like little samples. You can put those in stockings. We have tea that you can buy off the retail shelf, honey, local honey. So anything you need, we try to provide.
Well, that's great. I tell you, this has been a very interesting and informative interview, which I knew it would be. And if there's anybody out there who hasn't visited Monticello Coffee Company yet, go up there. See Lori, see Annette, see one of the baristas, and have a cup of coffee, have some tea, have a breakfast, enjoy yourself, and check out Monticello Coffee Company. Thank you for coming on the show,
you,
Lori.
Keith.
We look forward to having you again next time.
Always.
We'll be back. And we're here today with Holly McDonald. She is the journalism teacher at Monticello High School. Welcome to the show, Holly.
Thanks.
How long have you been teaching journalism?
This is my second year teaching journalism.
Okay. Yeah. How long have you been teaching, period?
11 years,
11
I think.
years.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've been at Monticello High for 8 of them?
8 of them, yes.
Well, good.
Yes.
I know we're happy to have you out there at
Thanks.
the high school. We love our Billies, obviously. And journalism is something that obviously we're interested in because we're here in the Advanced Printing Company. And journalism is a pretty big deal around here.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself first? I mean, are you from Monticello?
I'm from everywhere.
Okay.
Like that song, I've been
been
everywhere.
everywhere,
I've just
yeah.
everywhere in Arkansas. I grew up on a cotton farm in Duche County,
Okay.
but I graduated high school from Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Mountain Home,
So
really?
20 minutes from the Missouri border. So
Wow, yeah.
I've
It's
been
a ways up
everywhere.
there.
Yeah.
And now you're here in Hamburg, is that where you live? Or?
Nope, I'm in Monticello.
Monticello,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Live in Monticello, okay.
Yep.
And you've been teaching at Monticello for 8 years, and you teach journalism. Well, tell us a little bit about what you're hoping to accomplish with your journalism students.
I want them to understand that they can have a voice. And they can have a voice that is true and consistent. And I think that's what our main goal has been this whole time, is that it's a consistent voice and it is the true voice of what's going on at Monticello High School.
And that's so hard now in today's society to get a true, consistent voice because there's so many opinions, there's so many people talking who really aren't journalists. They don't have the journalistic integrity, they don't have the training, they don't have the teaching that I think is necessary. So to have that class offered and to have someone like you teaching it, I think is something that is very beneficial
Thank
to
you.
our kids as far as the future and as far as keeping good, dependable information out there.
Yeah, I think it's really important that the kids even understand that there are things that can be printed and can be published and when not to do that. And I really hope that that's one of the things, at least that they've learned, that you can have information and not share it, and it's okay.
That's right. That's right. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have a few of your journalism students here with us today.
Yes.
And they're going to talk about some of the projects that they've
Yes.
done.
Yeah.
And we're really looking forward to that.
Yes.
So we're going to be right back with Holly's journalism class students. All right, we're back with 2 of Miss McDonald's journalism class students. Today we have with us Leslie and Chance. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
If you would, tell our viewers a little bit about yourself.
I'm Leslie Johnson. I'm from here, Monticello. And I am Chance Simmons. I am a senior at Monticello High School, and I'm here from local Monticello, Arkansas.
Nice. Obviously, journalism is something that is important to y'all,
Yes.
and you're enrolled in the journalism class. Can you tell us a little bit about what journalism means to you and how it's benefited you?
To me, journalism means a lot. It's taught me a lot about publicity and what you can put out there and what you can't. And
It's
really,
pretty serious stuff, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot about how to properly take photos,
Well, there you go.
especially during sports games.
You know, I didn't think about that. When you think journalism, most people think writing, but it's more than that. It's any kind of media. It's taking pictures. It's talking on camera. It's all kind of stuff in it.
Because we are our school's main media right now.
So y'all are the voice of the Billies.
Yes.
Well, Chance, tell us what journalism has taught you.
Well, journalism has taught me how to show the inclusivity of our school. This is the chance we had to show the diversity, but the unity of our school. We just don't show the football players. We just don't show the cheerleaders. And it's not just about the band, but we show all students in all their activities. And it's good to see all the auxiliaries of our school.
And that's what Miss McDonald talked about when she was sitting here, was that she wants everybody to know that everyone has a voice.
Yes.
And everyone can speak and talk, do it, and how to do it properly, like Leslie was talking about, you know. What does it mean to y'all to have the opportunity of a journalism class?
To me, I feel really good because I get to take pictures of our sports, and a lot of the time, many of the people who come out there and take photos, they'll make you pay for your pictures.
I see, yeah.
But for us, we get our pictures out there to the students. They enjoy coming and getting pictures of themselves just to like post them.
Gotcha.
They like their own little action shots. Really.
Gotcha. What about you, Chance?
Well, for me, I have really grown to love the students in this class as well. I have a great teacher and I have great classmates, and we have become a family in our own right. But also, this year with new phone laws, we are the only main source of the school's media and coverage.
That's correct.
So we have to get used to showing all of what our school has to offer. You know, at one point it was students would post some on social media and they'll post their own thing, what's going on. But now we're showing our town what Monticello High School has to offer.
Well, that's awesome, and I know y'all do a lot of projects. We've got 2 more students coming here. It's going to talk about a big project that y'all did. But if anybody was wanting to look at some of y'all's work, is Monticello journalism class, is there like any kind of web page or where somebody can view what y'all are doing?
Well, we have a YouTube account called Billy's Post.
Billy's Post, okay.
And we also have our Facebook, and we're working on our website. It's been we've been working on it for 2 years now, and it should be done by next school year.
What's the Facebook under?
Facebook is under Monticello High School.
That's awesome.
And we're the official school account.
Perfect. Well, I've enjoyed having y'all on here with us, and we're going to be right back with Avery and Trinity, and they're going to talk a little bit more. We'll be right back. And we're back with more students from Monticello High School journalism class. We have with us here Trinity and Avery. Welcome to the show.
Hello, my name is Trinity Marshall, and I'm born and raised in Monticello, Arkansas, and I am a senior.
Hi, I'm Avery Turner, and I'm a junior at MHS.
Well, Trinity and Avery, it's great to have y'all here on the show. We're going to talk a little bit about a big project that y'all have been working on in journalism class. It's a documentary, if I'm not mistaken. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, so last year we went to a film festival in Hot Springs, and it just had like learning abilities, and we actually watched a documentary. It was called Allie Eats America. And so this year we wanted to do something very similar, and we went and looked at the same program that we did last year. Well, they did this same exact thing, so we went to look at other opportunities, and we just found nothing. Well, we have a meeting every Monday to talk about the week, and we were talking about it, and so Miss McDonald, which is our teacher, and you had Leslie earlier, we're talking about where they had grown up in rural Arkansas and closer to McGee area. and they were talking about the Japanese internment camps. And me, Trinity, and Chance kind of looked at each other and didn't know what they were talking about. So I was just like, what are y'all talking about? And they were like, y'all have never heard of this? And we were like, well, we've heard of Pearl Harbor and World War II, but we'd never heard of Arkansas having the Japanese internment camps. So I said, I think I said it, someone said it, but we were like, what if we made a documentary about this? And we started doing some research, and come to find out, it was the 80-year anniversary of the closings of the camp. And we got to work. We got approved to go to McGee, Jerome, and Rural, and we got some videos, and we got to talk to tourists there. And we got to work on the hard stuff after that. Took us a while. But Trinity, she was like lead editor and director, and she put everything together and did the work nobody wanted to do.
Yeah.
I worked with just public relations and interviewing people. We had the opportunity to interview one of our teachers at MHS that was actually a communications major and minored in history. And so Mr. Chisholm gladly did an interview with us about what the Japanese internment camps were. And so then Chance did all of the content, put everything together regarding information, and then Leslie, she took all of our pictures, and if they needed to, be edited or sized, recropped, she did that. And it came together. We did butt heads a little bit, but it just overall, as I didn't know, it educated me getting to work on it. But I was so happy to educate others, because I know myself not knowing that others don't know that, over 16,000 Japanese Americans were uprooted from their homes and took into Arkansas. And
a lot of historical importance
Yes.
there. And, for the younger generations so far removed, it takes projects and documentaries and people working to bring it to a new audience so that people can know the history. I've been out to the campground at Rower before, and I was taken aback about all the information that's out there and what you can learn. And a lot of people aren't familiar with it, so I think this is a fantastic project, and I'm sure the documentary is done really good. I'm just guessing, most people, when they sit down and watch a movie or they watch a TV show, they have no idea how much work goes in to producing it, the directing, the producing, all the work that, like you say, nobody wants to do. It's not the glorious work. It's the behind the scenes, all the stuff that has to be done, the cutting, the editing, the research, which obviously research is a huge part of journalism, and I know that y'all, how many people worked on this project? How big was the class? How many people were involved in this?
The editing on the documentary, we had Trinity, of course, myself, and then Chance and Leslie. Miss McDonald worked on it, but we had go with us two of our Journalism 1 students, which was Landon Reed and Callie Laudell, and they actually wrote a story in the newspaper about the documentary, so we did have a paper copy of what we did and what the documentary was about.
And that's something people might not realize too, that the Advanced Monticellonian once a month, I believe, features some of the journalism work that y'all do out there at Monticello High, which I think is super interesting in the living section, I believe. So people might have a little preview of what this is going to be about, but as far as the finished product, the documentary itself, where will this be viewed at? Where can people find this documentary? When will it be ready? And when can it be watched?
It's out right now.
Okay.
It's on the Monticello High School Facebook page,
Okay.
where you can watch. But we also, if you want to read any of our stories, they're all on billys.org, the ones that don't get published in the newspaper. But all of the work from Journalism 1 and Journalism 2 are there. But the documentary itself is on the Monticello High School Facebook.
billys.org for what the journalism class is putting out, and then the Monticello High School Facebook page
Yes, sir.
has the documentary. Now, how long is this documentary?
It's about 10 or 15 minutes.
10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's great. And I know it took a lot of work to get that, to produce that 10 or 15 minutes. But that's going to be a good watch. Somebody can sit down, watch, enjoy, informed about the history that's happened right here in Southeast Arkansas, and also see the work that our great classroom work that our journalism class has put in. That sounds like an all-around great deal. Before I let y'all go, I just want to ask you, when we talk about education, what does it mean to you to have journalism available as a class in the school? Trinity?
What it means to me is that I've learned so many new things about journalism, and when I first joined journalism, I just joined the class as something to like get by at school because I needed like another class.
Gotcha. Need that credit.
Yes. And when I joined it, I started actually like learning new things about the class and what we do and the right things we need to do in journalism. And
The responsibilities that comes with it, yeah.
yes, and it just kind of transformed my mind of how like newspapers and like news like shows and stuff like that, of how like they go out and get information and the right things that they need to do in journalism. And
A lot of research involved.
yes, and it just brought a new outlook on everything, and it means a lot to me because I now have like a more like understanding of what people in the news industry do.
When you watch news shows now, you look at them totally different, don't you?
Yes, yes.
What about you, Avery?
So, I mean, journalism, it really started, like, I just owe it Miss McDonald. I took her personal communications class, and, I mean, my future self, I want to be a social media manager. So from her personal communication opening that opportunity, and then I chose to take Journalism 1, which is so many different sides. There's so many different sides of media. I mean, you have this right here, and you have the newspaper.
That's right.
And just getting to, interview students and learn about their personal lives and getting to connect that, because there's so many hidden people like that just in that school, but we like to shine a light on them, and that's what brings me joy for journalism, is that we get to reach out to the community and be involved and do things like this. And Miss McDonald has just really instilled in us, like, we always do the right thing, we get the facts, like she said, you look at things differently, and you fact check, and you make sure you're doing everything correctly, because you don't want to be taken aback when someone corrects you on something you don't know. But journalism has just been a big part of my life and have been a big pillar for me, and I think that just being able to connect with my school and my community is amazing. And so,
well, it sounds like you've learned a lot, and you're helping other people learn along the way. So thank y'all for coming on. We wish you the best of luck from here on out. Continue what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for another edition of Monticello Minute Unscripted. Before we go, we've got a few publishers' notes that we want to go over. As far as Advanced Monticellonian is concerned, we've got the Santa letters that are going to be hitting newsstands on Wednesday, December 10th. We've got the coloring contest deadline that is going to be December 12th. We've also got to remind our viewers that the Advanced Monticellonian office is a pickup and drop-off location for the Drew County Angel Tree. So come by and pick an angel off the angel tree. Help somebody have a great Christmas. And also remember that we are still taking nominations for Hometown Hero. You can email those to editor@monticellonews.net. As always, this broadcast is sponsored by Monticello Chevrolet GMC and Arkansas Superior Federal Credit Union. We're nearing our final episode of Season 2. It's coming up next week, so be on the lookout for it. It's going to be a very special edition, and we will see you then.
Did you know that your baby boy was heaven's perfect lamb? The sleeping child you're holding is the